I want to make sure that I'm expressing nothing but gratitude and appreciation for Bob Wells and Cheap RV Living and for VANcity Van Life. You guys are the pioneers. You guys are the shoulders that the vloggers of today stand upon. If I look tired, it's because I am. A good tired. Although today wasn't a very high productive day. I mean, I got a lot done, but not a lot of the reason I'm coming out of my zombie state here is because we got a special time of the day, special time of the week perhaps, and that is how much will fit in. So far, here, let me show you. Okay, so that's where the gas tank is. I'm gonna give them, let's just say 45. 45? All right, let's say 45. All right, put in your votes, put in your guesses, put them in the comment section down below. Don't cheat, and remember, the winner gets. Now you know how the game works. We're at $4.65 a gallon right now. We got 16, 17, 18. Oh yeah, it's absorbing the fuel very nicely. All right, this is I don't know, in the racehorses what they call this, last call or something. You put in 45. Well, 45 go in. Oh yeah, I don't think this is a winning hose at all. Anybody guess 45? Just one. Whoever won an official brown skin shaka. Yeah, we're not talking about like, one of those fake icon brown skin shakas. We're talking about a flesh and bones brown skin shaka. And a brown skin shaka out to Mark Zuckerberg. I got off of Facebook. I was just appalled at the things that were going on. I don't even know what they were. Now that we put everything into time and perspective, but I certainly like what I'm seeing in realms of the whole meta thing. I think he's finally putting out proper, or at least laying out a very real pathway. So I want to go into that a little bit. I don't know about you, but brown skin shaka sounds like a really good kind of like drink. I don't feel very real. Artificial intelligence. Keep my record straight. Drive me to my home. Got the water, the coveted water, and in that bag we got we got various parts of the cow, and we have the beautiful Sierra Nevada sunset. There's a little reminder to my future self, and anyone else who would like to remind me, to have a talk with myself regarding work-life balance. I attempted in the late 80s, early 90s to pioneer a platform for virtual reality. And due to an allergy to lead, how can I say this? Back then, virtual reality was, I guess, what we would call today a hot topic. All right, now hot topic isn't the word we're looking for. It was a sensitive subject. Virtual reality back in the late 80s, early 90s was a controversial subject, and it was definitely a point of contention between e-commerce and virtual reality. I mean, I remember those early conventions with Oracle and of course IBM, some of the big players, UUNet, later on down the line, Akamai, who I almost worked for. I will say, for a legitimate fear of my life, I gave up the pursuit. Well, Now, how many years later, there are some advances that seem to be very promising in the field of AR and VR. And yes, they're coming from none other than Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame, now Meta. Man, do I gotta get a Facebook account again? No. I might have to sell my car and get one of those. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, it is the Meta Quest 3. I don't know. I think it's about $1,000 or something. So that's kind of doable. It's not there yet. I'm not going to jump in quite yet, but I am going to start paying closer attention because what Mark Zuckerberg is doing is quite mind-blowing. So it's just a talking head still, but it's the most convincing talking head. Now we just got to get the body and all that stuff going. There's so much regarding VR and AR right now that I'm just not even familiar with, that I'm clueless with. So there's a lot that I need to catch up on. Another thing I wanted to bring up in this video, there is a YouTuber that I think is better, at least in my opinion, I think is better than Cheap RV Living and better than VANcity Van Life. And it's a guy called Inspiration Nomad. Shout out to you. He has a video that he's put out. It's gotten a lot of attention, and I've seen it twice. I think maybe when it first came out, and then I just rewatched it. It's the best advice I've seen being given to people that might be thinking about transitioning from sticks and bricks to heels and wheels. So I'll put his video in the description below. Now, in saying that, have I watched more of Bob Wells' videos than Inspirational Nomad's videos? Yeah, I think I've only seen a few of Inspirational Nomad's videos. I'm going to watch more of his videos. I'm just so sucked in by the production value. I mean, for instance, VANcity Van Life, I watch all of his videos. He's so far removed from what it is that I do in the world that I live as a nomad, in the world that I know that so many nomads live. Chrome he's the fairy book land version of being a nomad, and I never miss an episode. Here's the thing with YouTuber nomads. I'm battling it, and I don't know how these other YouTubers do it. Shooting, editing, doing the meta and the description and the title and the thumbs and the posting and the sharing every day. I always wonder, how are you actually living and having content? You got to be rushing around getting the shot and then spending the rest of the day editing and posting and all that stuff. It's not real. The most real part is the part where you're actually shooting and posting and editing and doing the meta and the description and the title and the thumbnails. It's gotten to be that it doesn't matter who you are or what you are. All vloggers essentially are coming off as being the same, kind of like being homogenized. The original reason, and probably still the main reason why I vlog and why I've done this on and off for years, and that is for the safety of community. In a world where we're 8 billion and growing, the individual is just disappearing rapidly more and more. And so this is something that I saw early on. I've just tried to survive to some extent and not just sort of disappear. Disappear in a world where the original is no longer needed, where we have infinite copies. I don't know how frugal my efforts are or were or are going to be, but I am very hopeful that we will more and more and eventually more and more use the tools that we have for the better, whatever that might be. I want to make sure that I'm expressing nothing but gratitude and appreciation for Bob Wells and Cheap RV Living and for VANcity Van Life. You guys are the pioneers. You guys are the shoulders that the vloggers of today stand upon. Chrome from VANcity Van Life turns out was a big Casey Neistat fan and was really influenced by Casey. Well, boy, isn't that a story where the student becomes the master. I mean, Chrome's video editing and storytelling and music and everything is just so good, just on another level. And then Bob Wells from Cheap RV Living sort of rules on the whole other end of the spectrum of production. Both of them just really deliver a consistent and constant, dare I say, product. All right, I don't want this to be a long video. Oh, got so much to do, and I'm pretty stoked about the potential of what I have in store for you. But boy, am I busy. Boy, is it a lot of work. I finally have a digital download available of my 9 transitions. That's something that's been a long time coming. I'm pretty stoked how it all kind of came out, so check that out. That's down in the description as well. And you know how much I don't like spending money, but I did have to buy some stuff from Amazon. I got this thing here, which is, I got 2 solar panels, so I need 2 solar panel wire extensions. And then I also got to get, and you notice I'm in the dark except for the compliments of the passerby. That's because my light bulb burnt out, but it probably should have lasted more than a couple, 2-3 years, right? Yeah, it burnt out, so I had to get a new one of those. And I also got this really neat magnetic cleaner. I didn't need this, but I figure it's one of those things where if you buy more, then you get free shipping, so it's cheaper. I've always been very confused by that. And it comes just what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think 12, 13, something. It's coming soon, and I get to pick it up here in Nevada, just about a mile away from where I am right now. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. This video has been made possible by the contributors of cfuz.com and also the patrons over at patreon.com/cfuz. You can make a one-time contribution over at paypal.me/cfuz. Become an OG of the channel and subscribe. Be sure to like and comment. A special shout goes out to Justin D and Chad Ventures. And a shout out to all the subscribers. Welcome aboard. Thanks for watching this video all the way through. It's the best thing you can do to help a YouTuber. Now go out there and get super freaky. And I'll see you tomorrow. I don't feel very real, artificial.